Yo, Basement here, and I am going to be going over RankQuestMacro version 1. It's version 1 at the time of this video. It might be version like 1.3, 1.3.0, I don't know. It's going to change over time, but at the time of release, it's 1.0. So, let's get into it because there's a lot of stuff to go over. So, just going straight here. The file, RankQuestMacro v1. This will be in the description. If it's not v1, you might find v3.0.0, like I said, in the description instead. You hit download here, auto hotkey, download v2, but if you don't know how to get to download, you hit the download button, and then you download v2. Shocking, I know. And of course, this will be in the description, this will be in the description. I've already previously downloaded both these because this is like my 4th attempt. And after you have those downloaded, you'd get the RankQuestMacro zip file. You'd do extract all, and then you would, go in the file and run the actual macro itself. But you might find like, oh, I can't actually run the macro. If you can't, that's probably because when you download an auto hotkey setup, you didn't actually set it up. You didn't run the setup. You didn't actually install auto hotkey. This has sadly been a recurring issue that I've seen many times. So just think about it. If you're downloading a setup, please run the setup if it's needed. Of course, don't run random setups. You might just straight up get hacked. Now, this file is old, so I'm going to run the new file that's on this side. But when you run main script in the folder, which if we take a look at the folder right here, because I forgot to go over it, main script, just run that. You can leave these just out of the question. It's not needed. And what you're going to want to do here, oh my god, there's quests, there's settings, there's extras, there's so much to go over here. Let's go over the main. This link takes you to my channel, which you already know what that is if you're watching this video. This will take you to my Roblox profile, or I don't know if you want to follow me on Roblox, that'd be greatly appreciated. Discord, that takes you to my Discord. YouTube video, that takes you to this video right here. That means you can give your ignorant friends the macro. They won't come complaining to me saying, how do I use it? You can tell them to hit on this button right here and they can watch the video themselves how to use it. Oh my god. Enable macro. Of course, like any of my other macros and how they work, you hit enable macro and then you'd hit the start key, because there is hotkeys now. The start key to start the macro, and then actually starts and gets to working. Quests? In quests, this is every quest that I've seen that can be in slot 2 to slot 4. It ignores slot 1 because who cares about slot 1 truly? Even if you have double stars game pass, it's still like incredibly useless to do slot 1. And each one of these actually has their own settings. So let's open up the main two that you'll see. You'll see item settings for stuff like it uses items, and then the base one for like, oh, there's nothing extra that we need to add. And then what? I don't know. But we'll go over it. Yeah, keywords. It's honestly best not to touch this. It's basically the detection words it uses to find like, oh, what quest it is from the string it finds. Best not to touch it. That's all I'm saying. Items to use. We'll skip over that for now. That's supposed to be a later thing. Quest priority. I gotta redo this. This is so annoying. Text file. Comments are in slot 3. That means their priority is 100. Mini chests, they're in slot 4. That means their priority is also 100. And then what we'll do, we'll add comments first plus mini chests, which will be 100 plus 100. So we have a total of 200. We have 200 priority total. Now, we will get a random number. That's not a random number. 0 through 200. 200 basically being the max priority. So this would be max priority. And basically, here's how we'll do. Let's say we get the number 98. So from 0 through, I'm thinking, hold on, 0 through 99. Since 0 through 99 will be comments because that's the first set of priority added. And then, let's see, mini chests next will be 0 through, 100 through 200, because that's the next set of things added. You might think, oh, well, this lost a priority. 0 counts as a number for some reason. I don't know. It can roll 0, so it's through 99 for the first one. Oh wait, 98. That means it's between these numbers. So we're gonna do comments. And let's say you change it. Oh, comment slot 3. We're actually putting you to 10. 10. Oh no, 10. So we have 10. We do 10 here, which means our total value is now 110. Which means it'll roll a number through 1 through 110. Let's say we still got 98. Well, now comments is now only 0 through 9. And mini chests are, what, 10 through 110? Yeah, 10 through 110. Oh, wait, 98. We rolled the 98. That means we're now going to do mini chests. That's basically how the priority system works. It's a type of additive priority system, if you can figure out what that means. But we can close off that now because there's nothing else to deal with priorities or anything like that. I'm going to put you back to normal. And so this is done. We don't need to see that anymore. In each item function, pinatas, lucky blocks. Well, that's not lucky blocks, oops. Lucky blocks, coin jars, which is here. You see they all look the same because they all have the extra same item settings. Item to use, that's what item it'll use in the macro. Item spawn delay. Let's say we spawn a comment, it's going to wait that time in milliseconds, which if you convert that to seconds, that's about 6.5 seconds. So it's going to wait 6.5 seconds before trying to spawn another comment. If it fails, my bad. If it fails the entire loop of spawning, let's say you had to spawn 6 comments. If it fails one, it's still going to be 6 comments. It's not going to be like, oh, 5 comments, but we failed one. So, just clearing up some fears here and there. Item failure method. This is not the same as before. This is if, hey, we magically 0 comments. We have none left there in the inventory. It's not really going to be used for like comments or coin jars or like maybe even lucky boxes. Mainly for pinatas, but who knows? Maybe you're doing it on an alt and you do not have enough of an item, but you want to leave it running overnight and you don't want it to fuck everything up. So what you will do is use item failure method. It's default to 0 priority, which means for 5 quest turns, this is basically quest turns. A quest turn is like, oh, we completed a quest. What's our next quest? If we complete that quest, that's another quest turn done. But failure method is like, oh, we have no items. For what will we do for the next number of quest turns that's specified here? 0 priority, we'll ignore the quest. We won't do anything about it. We'll just never do the quest at all. Party box, it'll do the quest, although it will use party boxes instead of, the item at hand, which might be an issue if it's like a really hard thing to get, but party boxes are better than nothing, to be honest. So you get what you get, and you'll throw a fit, something along the lines that apply settings if you want. Who the hell? Don't worry about that. As you like, and now we're in settings. The 4th time going over this, I'm gonna lose my mind. Toggle settings, auto flag final, auto flag VIP zone. Of course, that's if you wanted to automatically place flags in the respective zone after that. If you have toggle the user own VIP off, this will basically be final zone as well. Auto fruit, that's if you want to automatically eat fruits. If you have fruit mastery 99, there's no need to worry about that. But if you're fruit mastery 99, why are you even trying to rank up? You're probably max rank. I'm losing it. Auto reconnect, that's if you want to, you get disconnected somehow, I don't know, internet drops for like 5 seconds and it kicks you out of the game. You get disconnected. It'll try to automatically reconnect you. Enable 2-star quests, that's if you want to do slot 2 quests. If you don't, you can just turn it off. This is mainly for people who have like double stars and want the second quest slot done, because that's 4 stars. That's a good amount. User owns auto farm, that's mainly used for like multitasking or just like normal zone farming quests. If you have auto farm, it'll enable auto farm. If you don't, it won't. User owns VIP, that's mainly for like diamond breakables and really diamond breakables only. If it's off, it'll just use final zone for diamond breakables, blah blah blah. Number settings in here. What we're gonna look at is all of these. I don't know what I'm yapping here, but I'm losing my mind. Average eggs per second, that's basically how many average eggs you can open per second if you're opening your best egg. This is used mainly for calculating how long you should be opening eggs on the hatch-based egg quest. Don't think, oh, it has to be the exact number down to the exact digit, because don't worry. Even if it's like, oh, 48, but I actually open 30 eggs per second and the quest is deemed done by the script more than, it's actually done. It checks the quest. Is the quest actually done? If not, it'll go back and continue opening eggs until the quest is done. That's just basically, it's kind of like quest recheck time, but I haven't gone over that, so you guys don't know what that is. Distance in the final zone, how far it'll go into the final zone when it teleports there, in case you want to be more like, oh, my character's fat and doesn't move towards the middle at all. X backwards distance, it's basically when it's going up the ramp, how far back it goes. This really shouldn't be changed, unless, you know, like, you somehow don't go all the way back. I don't know. I don't know. Some people have really weird issues with it, and that's why that's a setting. Flag through it. Oh my god. Ugh. Flag delay drop time. This is 20 minutes if you can't accurately read millisecond. I can't either. I'm just remembering. Don't worry. You can just use it like a time converter off Google. That's basically the amount of time it'll wait before, like, oh, we need to redrop flags. And don't think like, oh, 20 minutes are up. Drop the quest. Go place flags here. Go place flags there. It's basically like saying, oh, new quest. Let's go to the final area. And it's like, wait a minute. This has been over 20 minutes. We're going to have to drop some new flags here. Same thing for VIP zone if you have that enabled. Fruit eat delay. Every 10 minutes, it's just going to auto-consume fruit if you have that on. Item color get delay. That's for the item use function. Like, yeah, it's better if I go over it in here. In here, if I go look in here, search up something like apple. And it'll get the color of basically the near middle of the apple, and that's how long it'll wait for it to get the color. Because sometimes if you're like searching something up, it won't pop up instantly if you're getting a little more laggier over time, and it really only gets the color because, like, say, oh, I want to eat apple, I want to eat so many apples, but then, you know, you're farming the final zone as well, so you're getting new items, and a new item pops up and pushes the apple aside, and it's gonna go like, wait a minute, oh, hold your horses. This isn't the same color. This is not our apple. So, what we're going to do... It's not what we're going to do. I don't know what I'm yapping about. I'm losing it. I'm losing everything. That's basically the amount of time it'll wait before getting that color. You know, 300 in case... Oh, it starts lagging. Oh my god, the item's taking longer to pop up. Blah, blah, blah. Quest recheck time. This is... Let's say... Well, yeah, let's just say we're doing a final zone quest, like, oh, destroy breakables in final area. This is basically the time it'll wait before, like, oh, let's bring up the quest menu. Is the quest changed? Are we done with it? Wait, we're not? Okay, close it out. We're going to wait 10 more seconds. We're going to check again and see if the quest is done. That's basically what that does. Quest recheck amount, don't even worry about this. This is not going to be in the file that's in the description. I've looked into it. This isn't even supposed to be here. I don't even know what this value was originally used for. It was something in like the beginning creation of the script, but it's no longer used, so don't worry about that. Time on hatching rares. This is kind of like the average eggs per second in a sense, if you want to believe that. You can say everything I say is false. You can say it's all fake. None of this... Okay. But, you know, hatching rares is complete RNG compared to like... Oh, I don't know. Best egg. Oh, I know I can exactly in this amount of time open this exact amount of eggs, but for, you know, hatching rares, it's different. When it'll take you to this egg right here, and it'll hatch it for 30 seconds, which it's the second best egg if you know. 30 seconds, if it has enough rares, it'll recheck the quest. It always will check the quest on any egg hatching one to make sure you're done with it. If you're done, you leave. If not, it'll go back to the egg and continue hatching for 30 more seconds until, you know, you have it. It'll do that loop. TP wait time. Again, I'm gonna just go quickly over here. Blah blah blah. Oh, we're teleporting here. As soon as you click that button, the timer starts ticking down. After the set amount of seconds, which is 7 by default, that's when it will start, you know, doing its next actions. Have it be move into the next zone or teleport to another zone after teleporting to a zone, something like that. And that's basically everything in number value settings. You can go ahead and just close that out after you get your preferences. These are just the flags you want to place in each zone. Enchant Selection. This would be for the one quest only. Use potions. It'll pick a random potion out of this list, and it'll type in that potion in the tier it needs to use, and use, you know, the set amount of potions. But let's say, oh, I have a secret potion you've never heard of, and it's called Evil Potion, so you can add it as a selection. So let's say Evil Potion, or Cocktails. I don't even know if Cocktails count towards the quest. You see, Evil Potion is now added. If you say, wait, I'm a liar, Evil Potions don't exist, I want to get rid of that. Remove selection, Evil Potions, get them out of here. You know, after you're done set values, if there's any new values, it'll save it, don't worry. Pet selection. It has add and remove selection, same thing as potion selection, but with pets. This is basically the pets that will be used on the golden machine and the rainbow machine. You can set values, enchant selection. All this is specifically for crafting enchants. When you get the craft X amount of enchants quest, it'll choose a random enchant from here, blah blah blah. Let's say, oh, I don't want it to use any of these besides coins. You just disable them all. You don't have to remove each selection. You can disable them, set values. MultiTask settings. This is one of the main areas. If you don't have auto farm, there's a couple ones that you're probably going to want to turn off from start, which is basically any one of them that deals with VIP zone or final zone. And that's because, let's see, egg plus final zone puts auto farm pets in final zone, teleports to do an egg plus VIP, auto farm VIP, do an egg, final zone misc. Let's go to the final zone, auto farm, and then do a miscellaneous quest like golden pets, rainbow pets, use potions, which it won't be there for use potions, don't worry, craft the enchants, you know, that's all stuff at the supercomputer. Item plus final zone, you could keep this on, I don't know why I turned it off. That's basically like, oh, for example, I'll go in here. This is break, I know it's not exactly that, but it's break 2,000 breakables in best area and 8 coin jars. This sees both of them, and the original problem would be like, oh, what if it just chooses to break in best area, even though coin jars could do both of them? Well, that's basically, it does that. It'll make sure coin jars gets prioritized over it if there is a breakable quest in the final zone, and it will do that quest. If there's 2 item quests in a breakable, it will do, you know, both items at once, which it'll also be explained in a little bit. Oh my god. 2 or more items, the explanation. If we have comets, coin jars, pinatas, we have 3 separate quests. It will go down in order of item 1, item 2, item 3 for slot 2, slot 3, slot 4. And it will do the items. It will abide by how much it needs to use of each. So let's say you need to use 6 coin jars in like 2 comets. It will do coin jar, comet, and then it will do coin jar 4 times in a row to finish off coin jar. So, and then it will also use the item delays for each item, so you don't need to worry about that. So let's say coin jar, wait coin jar time, comet, wait comet time, and it'll basically do that for the entire list. VIP plus miscellaneous, same thing as this one right here, set values, blah blah. Positioning in QuestOCR, positioning's for, you know, hey, you can't reach my resolution, you can't use my resolution, or you just want it to be, you know, for your own resolution. This is where you would need to change almost every positioning value to fit your res or like your scale, whatever you're using. There's going to be a whole separate video on this in the description, like how MultiMacro v3 had it. And QuestOCR settings will also be in it because a lot of this is also positioning. And that's basically all that for settings. We're almost done with the explanation. Holy. Now, for the OCR to work, for it to find the quest text, you could use the normal text, the normal font, but it's not going to work well and it's going to bug out eventually. So what you're going to want to do once you're in Roblox, make sure you're using the web version, and I think Blockstrap might break it from what I've seen with my testers. Blockstrap might break the detection for it, but you're going to want to click set font to either Times New Roman or Fredoka 1. Fredoka 1's the original font Pet Simulator 99 uses in case you don't want to use auto rank anymore, or like you want to go play another game and it's all in Times New Roman, who knows. But you want to set it to Times New Roman. As you see the text here, it's a lot easier for the computer to read in a sense. And, you know, after you set text, make sure to leave and rejoin the game because it's not going to update mid-game. And then you have the donate thing right here, donate little button. If you want to support me or any of the work I do, you can go into the donate tab and see the various ways of helping me or like donating to me and stuff. And then we have the hotkeys, the fun little hotkeys, you know. Let's say you are on a laptop and you need to hit F and F3, which would be really annoying to you. You say, oh, start hotkey, J, stop hotkey, L, pause hotkey, M, debug hotkey, P. Oh my god, there's so much here. A little extra debug hotkey. If you get like, you know, an error like, oh, it's doing the wrong quest, you're gonna wanna open the debug menu and send me, you know, that when you create a support ticket or something like that. You know, you wanna save it like this. And then you have saving settings, my bad. Which, you know, I already have a loaded setting file because this is my own personal version that I use. You will not have any settings files, so Even if there's no setting file, you can still click Save Settings. It'll create a new one, or let's say you already have one like I do, but I want to make a new one. You click Save Setting as New File, and then you would name it here like, oh, I don't know, the best save file. Oh, yeah, that's I'm stupid. Another thing you gotta kind of beware of. If you set the debug key, not the debug, the stop key to a key that you most commonly are going to type with, you probably shouldn't. An easier way to do it was set it to like numpad keys, like num1, num2, num3, num5. Now back to what I was doing, save setting as new file. You can go in here and type like the best save file ever. It'll save as a .ini. There's no need to add .ini at the end because it'll already add it for you. You can click save, and you see on here, oh, we have a new save file. And if we were to go into the actual file itself, which this is not the correct file, if you're wondering, let me open the right file. Where is it? Where is the right file? It's this one right here. As you see, we'd go into settings and look, the best save file ever. And the thing I want to go over, I'm going to create a channel and stuff. Let's say like, oh, I'm a genius. I've created positioning, a whole setting stuff for X resolution, or these are the best settings to use for this or that, and you want to share your file. There'll be a channel for that. You go into settings, you take the file, drag it into the Discord, and then you can share it with other people, But that's enough with saving. If you want to load a file, if you want to download a save file, of course, you do the opposite. You download the file and put it into RankQuest Settings, but you'd basically click the file, and then it loads the file, and here I have debug as numpad 2, whatever. And for the macro itself, I'm losing everything. That's basically the entire macro went over. And what? I swear I have memory loss. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do a little time, not a little time lapse. I'm gonna show you a little time lapse of it going through and doing some quests. As you see right here, I've saved some quests. It only needs to do about, I don't know, 12 quests, maybe. Well, not 12. It's like about like 25 quests. I'll have it sped up, and it'll basically go over. Oh, it does these quests, and then it will claim the rewards for the rank. It'll be in the little time lapse. And yeah, I'm gonna quit the yapping and just get to it. Yeah, sorry that I couldn't get a entire time lapse of me getting up to, damn, it's so loud. You guys can't hear it, but the game's really loud. Of me getting up to next rank. It's because Preston's just, Preston and his devs, really great coders, the same lucky block glitch that has been in the game since it was added, it's never been patched. Who needs to patch that, right? Whoever would need to patch that? Such, just a really good feature in the game that stopped me from ever getting these quests done. Stupid ass game, bro. I hate this game. But, still make macros for it. Gotta make the grind easier. In segment, you know I love my in segments. In segments are what run the world, obviously. I don't know, some of it. But all I'm saying, if you want to use the macro off the bat, I'll let you know. First, you're gonna need your taskbar at the bottom with normal icons. If you don't know how to do this, you just go into like taskbar settings, and we're gonna just make sure lock the task. I don't know if that's needed, but you want to turn these off and then off. And another thing you'd also want is to go into display settings, which on the monitor you're going to run it on, which is preferably the main monitor. You're going to want to make sure your size is at, well, not size, scale's at 100, not 107. Damn! At 100%, not 175 or any other number. And make sure your resolution's at 1920 x 1080. If you can't reach it, you are going to have to position the macro, sadly. But maybe gladfully. Because who knows, maybe you love repositioning and you just don't know it yet. But other than that, I want to give a shout out to, first, all of my helpers that are in my Discord. They have helped me so much because me myself, I'm lazy and I sometimes just purposely ignore people because I just don't feel like doing support. And another group of people I want to give a shout out to are my donators. People who donated to me, they're helping support what I do and, who I am. Well, not really who I am, but like what I wish to do. I just kind of wish to make, stuff that'll help people, stuff like that. And I also want to give a shout out. I don't know how many people are out there, but I know guaranteed these two right here. Other people, because these people, they've created their own versions of auto rank before I have. And, I don't want to let their work go unnoticed, so big shout outs to them as well. If mine doesn't work for some reason and I just don't respond to you because I'm lazy, you could always ask them for their auto rank and see if theirs works for you. Other than that, that's the entire video. I hope it works for you and I hope you rank up. If you're doing this for hype eggs, I pray you don't drop hype egg prices because, like, hey, I want to get some money off those hype eggs as well. Don't take them all for yourself, you hear me?